EnVy having the worst tournament I've ever seen from them. They come into the day. Mac and Black from Curse just tossed them around in the first series. Stainville is having one of his worst tournaments, but the whole team is struggling.
They're not looking good. Proofy's trying out new strategies, and for me, I spoke to him in the bar. I was like, dude, this isn't the time. You know, you had a bad Anaheim. You need to come here and you need to perform well. And he's like, well, you know, the team went into SMG and Hardpoint. I was like, dude, you're renowned for being one of the best AR shots in the game. Like, why would you do that? But to be fair to him, the last Hardpoint he did play with the SMG, he did drop some serious numbers for EnVy.
Oh, yeah.
This is a game now that they can't afford to lose. If they lose this game, we could be saying goodbye to EnVy, because that means they then have to play Impact the last game of the night.
Which would be an 0-4 finish in the pool if they lose that as well. So, a must-win situation for both teams if they want to feel comfortable moving on for the rest of the evening. We're going to start this one off with the French squad against All Authority. That is going to be the former Millennium players. We got Gotaga as well as Broken, and they're teaming up with Agony and Azox. I've had these guys on the pro scrims. They're so incredibly talented. And talking to Impact, I asked Killa, how did your match go against them? Because they lost the hard point, I believe.
Yeah.
But they did win the series 3-1. And he said these guys have some of the best gun skill. They have the best gun skill out of any team we've played so far. They just don't have the teamwork.
That is what it all comes down to with aAa. They've been playing as individuals, not seen them play much as a team. There was a moment in the CTF overtime on Raid where Gotaga had the flag and he decided to challenge something that you just don't need to challenge. That's why aAa are in a sticky situation. They're actually in at this point. Hopefully they can try and pull through, but they're going to have to try and fight through EnVyus. And right now, Azox, oh, he's just struggling. He has 2 kills to his name. He's trying to make it 3, but that smoke grenade is not helping him at all. But they've had a great start on this first hard point, but as you can see from where Broken's actually spawning, they haven't got that anchor control, and that's now what they need to try and just push past this hard point and just go straight from that anchor.
Yeah, I really didn't see anyone from aAa set up for the anchor, even think about it. You had Azox, and he was the only player on that side of the map. Everyone else was still focused in the middle, and Broken was battling people at Garage. Easy push for EnVy. They got Stainville now heating up. He's on a 4-kill spree. I said he was struggling earlier in the day. Let's take a look at our stats after just a minute and a half. And you're going to see Rambo on top of the leaderboard, 5-2 for his squad, 4-2 for Stain, and he was on a 4-kill spree. So Stainville starting to come alive. He's not pulling out the AR. He's sticking with the SMG. What do you think about this?
Well, this is the time he needs to pick his performance up. There's no doubt about it. You know, they lose this, they're out. You know, Hastro was speaking to Proofy before, and he was saying, dude, no pressure. You got to win this game. This is one that you have to win. And, you know, Stainville, he just needs to try and get into the rhythm of things again, because he's a fantastic player. We've seen him play some amazing games throughout his career. And, you know, just having a couple of bad tournaments, nothing, you know, that you need to start thinking, oh, he needs to get dropped, we need to get rid of Stainville. No. Nothing like that at all. I mean, the guy is fantastic, but he just needs to get that little bit extra confidence in this gameplay.
Right now you are watching Rambo from EnVy. You see it's Team aAa going up against EnVyus, and let's go to Stainville as Rambo's dropped. Now, this new hardpoint has rotated over to the junkyard, but you'll see everyone from EnVy, they always do this, the 4-man push garage side. They're going to try and push around, take out the player who's in the back here. That looks like it's going to be Azox as the key anchor. Can Azox hold off the fire? He knows pressure's coming, taking one shot from his right. Finally, he goes down. It's Stainville once again on a 3-kill spree. And this scoreboard, it was heavily in favor of EnVy in our first 2. Now, it's about to be tied up. Stain's in the hard point. Big win there by Gotaga, who keeps it alive for aAa.
Luckily, Proofy was there. He shut down Gotaga. And as you can see, it's that constant battle for that back fountain. Not only do you get the anchoring for this hard point, as well as that you get it as it moves over to Garage, but Proofy fully streaked out. War Machine, Lightning Strike, and Hellstorm Missile. He's just going to spam that thing out. And was I wrong, or was he actually using an AR on that hill?
I think he's pulled out the AR or picked it up off the dead body. I'm not sure which one. We'll go back to him in a second. But for now, it looks like Gotaga is going to be on a 5-kill spree, 1 away from getting his Hellstorm as well as a Lightning Strike. Goes down, though. Big kills being scored by Rambo, and Rambo's going to get another one. 79-70, a very tight hard point so far, going back and forth twice with the lead changes, and Rambo is just starting to heat up. 4 kills, we almost turned on him. Proofy, meanwhile, War Machine inside the garage. They're going to be able to pull away now.
Yeah, some nice plays coming from Proofy there, and you can see all he's just trying to do at this point is figure out exactly where aAa are going to be coming from. Needs to dodge that Semtex though, and you can see on that scoreboard they're starting to build themselves a little bit of a lead at this point, 103-70. Still plenty of time in the game for aAa to come back, and you can see on that mini-map aAa just like, well, only 16 seconds left, no point challenging that hill at all. They're going to try and set up on that middle hill, but the question is, when is Proofy going to drop that Lightning Strike?
You know, I think he's going to hold on to it. He could pull it out right now.
Oh,
Went for
the
it, but the
EMP.
EMP just said, no, son. Put that laptop away. And your red dot, yeah, you can't use that either. Rambo going to try and lead the way with the SMG. Proofy doesn't need a red dot. Solid shots there. He did go down. So his Hellstorm was burned by the EMP. Still has the Lightning Strike, and he's about to pick up a triple.
Should be the easiest triple of his
Rambo
life.
picking up
There's
some
aAa.
kills. His teammate's doing some damage as well, and he's going to have to pick up a kill with his M8. Gataga answering back with a double, and here comes Proofy inside the hill. EnVy now up by a good 30, 40-second chunk now. Can they make it 50? A
much better performance coming from Proofy. He just feels more at home when he's using that assault rifle. It's nice to see going back to what he's used to as he has his gunfight on the left-hand side. He's going to get stunned though, needs to be very, very careful. But this, again, is what we haven't seen teams do early enough. They need to be rotating. They need to be pushing this left-hand side. Try and get that spawn for the next hill. And that's something that aAa, they've done fantastically. You can see that one orange area in the form of aAa. He's right at the very back, trying to control that spawn. But, in fact, his entire team have spawned out because they lost control of that hill. So aAa has all the work in the world to do. He has two people coming down the street, one on the next hill. Can't win the gunfight either. JCap shuts him down.
And that wasn't even a good battle, let's be honest. aAa walked out in the middle of that gate and just ate it. If you're in that situation, your teammates have to be telling you where they're spawning, and you need to know your role. This is one of those situations where aAa, even though these guys are veterans, they are still making rookie mistakes when it comes down to team play.
Yeah, it's all about that communication with your team, and that's something that aAa just aren't doing. But, you know, that's why they've been quite good at search and destroy so far, you know, because search and destroy, you can't rely on that individual gun skill and winning those 1v1s, and that's something they're so talented at because they are such a strong French team. But meanwhile, you've got Ego just trying to burst into the back of this hill. He can actually get it contested, but there's going to be two EnVy players, I believe, just around the outside. Picks off one. The second goes down in the form of Gataga shutting down Stainville. Fantastic break, but you know, they're only going to pick up 15 seconds. What?
Was that on purpose? I think EnVy, they were happy to give up those last 20. Give up 20, hope to gain at least 30 on the next hard point. That's their game plan, and you can see it's not going to be easy for this aAa squad. Rambo is going to be causing trouble. He actually does go down. Agony now heating up with his M8 on a 4-kill spree. He's shut down, and you're pointing at who? Who do you want to watch?
I was saying Proofy.
JCap has now moved into the hard point, and he's got his M8 on blue.
Well, I was looking at Proofy real quick because he was actually getting challenged on the back anchor. Two aAa players rushed at him. He did manage to pick up the kill, but have you just noticed that EnVy have just given away the back fountain? They've just happily done it. They've allowed Proofy to just go around and just slay. And obviously, he's not going to say no to that. But JCap with the 2-piece actually killed his own teammate there. Needs to be a little bit more cautious.
Look,
they have
the score, man. The scoreboard.
It's pretty.
EnVy just blew it up in the second half here. Yeah. I got to see the stats. With 3 minutes left on the clock, you got EnVy within 35 seconds from victory. Proofy 20 and 11, 25 and 16 from Rambo, the objective player. On the other side, 10 and 17 is not helping from aAa.
No, that's not the best performance, but obviously still plenty of time. It's best of 5 series. We've got S&D Meltdown, CTF stand-up, Hardpoint the and S&D Raid still to come. So the comebacks could still happen. There is still time. There is still time.
And actually, aAa is in that hard point. Can he watch the front? All the pressure is going to be coming from the middle at the moment. Agony's going to find 2 more players, fully lit up. Can he get these big kills? Thinking about the knife, gets one, finds another one through the wall.
Can he get the kill?
Big kill here, and actually he's buying time. Gataga on the other side doing work as he was able to fight off Proofy and JCap for the moment. Able to pick up a kill on Rambo, now being contested. Nice 2 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock, Benson. They could definitely make a comeback here.
They do still have the time, but it's going to rely on one of the players actually picking up streaks, and that's what Gataga is trying to do. He's going to be the closest. He has Proofy on the hill. In fact, I believe there's 3 EnVy players on there, so he's going to need some support. Ego takes down Rambo. Lots of kills going down. Proofy's on that hill. He's going to pick up the extra scrap time, and aAa should be able to set up on this middle hill. But if EnVy have streaks, I'm not sure if they do puck it, but if they do, that is going to wipe aAa off this middle hill, and that is going to end the game in extraordinary fashion.
I don't see any streaks, man.
So this is going to come down to gun skill.
So you got 1 minute, 40 seconds left on the clock. 100 seconds. The difference in the score, it's 56. What can aAa do? You got aAa watching the back, but the spawns have just flipped. Does aAa realize it? Gataga gets the call out, doesn't know where to look. He knows there's one player to the left at bricks, more players coming from the center. His teammate Agony is inside the hill as well. Both go down. Stainville is in. This could be the end for aAa, as now it's EnVy just 18 seconds away.
Such an important two-piece from Stainville. He is going to get taken down though in aAa. Once again, grabbing control. Rambo's just going to try and contest the hill. That's all he needs to do. Jacob and Proofy both slaying around the outside. 60 seconds remaining, 240 to 184. It's not looking good for aAa. As Proofy's just going to pick up the last 10 seconds of this hill. If he gets that time, GG.
GG, and you can see aAa realizing they must contest. It's going to be 250 to 184. And game number 1, hardpoint on Slums. Solid showing from EnVy. It was close in the middle. They pulled away, but aAa showing their gun skill and their strength. Able to pick up some clutch two pieces, bring it within about 30 seconds. But man, that was EnVy's game from start to finish.
It really was. If aAa had started that game a little bit stronger at the beginning, controlling that spawn, they definitely would have been still in that right at the very end there. But sadly, it wasn't to be, and EnVy are going to go 1